Hello guys and welcome to my new channel for fussy people. My name is Branislav and today I'd like to show you the differences you can expect when buying a cheap portable massage table compared to a more professional and much more expensive one. Let's have a look. First, I'm gonna list all the positives. The first one was the price. It's really cheap. Second is this table is really light. Mine is bloody heavy. The third, that this table is surprisingly height adjustable, which is something you definitely want. And I think I have just listed all three benefits of this table. Now let's have a closer look at what the biggest problem of this particular table and most of those I've seen online would be. Its construction is really bad. The legs are only joined together with this one reinforcement bar connected with these weak, flimsy ass plastic joints. There is no other reinforcement between the legs, and on top of that, the joint where the leg attaches is square wood connecting round aluminium leg. This is what you get. Watch. Complete side-to-side instability. That's kind of a big deal for a table with a person on it. On top of that, and watch this is quite funny. This plywood, it's quite pathetic. Watch. Yes, it didn't break when I sat on it, but I'm sure if somebody heavier than me or if somebody went up on his knees, it would crack. But the funny thing is, this problem with legs could have been solved really easily. I'll show you what I did on the other side and how much it has helped. Oh, by the way, so I'll show you what it does in real life. Watch this. I wouldn't feel very safe on this, honestly. So, now the other side. On this other side, I have attached a simple cross beams made out of rods, effectively joining these legs together. And now let's have a look. The table is practically usable. All it needed was just to join those legs together. I'm surprised that nobody complained or nobody figured this out. These tables are completely unusable and such a small modification could make a huge difference. But anyway, now I want to show you the other things you don't get or you get with these cheap tables. The cover. This synthetic leather is really thin. As you can see, I can pinch it. It's not even stretched properly. And even more importantly, the foam underneath is really thin and not very dense. It's only about an inch thin, meaning it won't be very comfortable. So yeah, but apart from that, this is pretty much what you get. I want to show you one other thing to be aware when buying a table in general, and that is its width. The width of this table is about 74 centimeters, which is 29 inches. And in my experience, that is just too wide. As a therapist, you don't want to be too far from the center of the table because your back will suffer. My old table is only about 65 centimeters, which is only about 25.5, 26 inches. And I found it sufficient for 99.9% of all my clients. Another thing I want to mention, these tables come with different attachments, arm rests, another extra face attachment, and I tried to use them in my old table a few times and I never found them to be of any benefit to me. Most of my clients can put their arms up or along the body, and when I'm doing neck and head, I can pretty much do it all in here without having to carry extra attachments. So now I'm going to show you very quickly my old massage table and what you get for roughly $500-600. This table was made by a company called Atlagen. It's an Australian company, and I believe they don't make them anymore because they were bought up by some other company. And I love this simple design. They don't make that anymore. By the way, this table is extremely heavy. It's much heavier than the normal one would be because I had it especially made for me. I asked them to give me the strongest plywood they possibly could, and they gave me this 2 centimeter or 3/4 of an inch plywood. And if you can see it from there, this thing is just solid. It also has square legs, metal frame, metal legs, properly attached, and watch, there is no side to side movement. It also has this really simple and easy one wire in the middle, one cable, which is holding a table from falling apart. And you can probably see that from there. The foam is really thick, the padding is really thick, maybe this much, which is much more comfortable on the head. Sewing is just a beautiful job, and the synthetic leather is really thick. I can't even pinch this. And as I said, this table is more than 15 years old. So I hope this was useful in some ways if you are on the market for a new massage table, and at least you know what to look for when you are buying the cheap one, and that you might need to do some modifications to make it usable. Okay, I'll see you later.